Okay, let me do a little bit of this. Then this. There we go. Oh, I think there we go. Go better. Perfect. Day number 5 of doing the vlog. I discovered several different things after I was watching my previous video on my vlog, and one of them was the sound of the cars over here. Mate as usual. I finished already my routine, so 10 minutes of meditation, even though today I got a little interrupted by a sound in the kitchen, so I stopped the meditation for after 2 minutes, and then I checked that, then I went back, continued the meditation, and it was good. And I noticed several different things about the meditation that I do. Let me put these red glasses on. Not that it's what? Not that it's a special meditation or anything. It's just controlling my breathing and focusing on my breathing. And while I'm doing that, I inhale through my nose, and then I let it go through my mouth. Exhale through my mouth, right? So I'm just doing that. But always, this is how I used to have a psychologist when I was a kid, 15 years old. And she was showing me the way to meditate, and she teach me so many different types of meditation. But this one was the OG. This was the one that we usually did. So that was it, you know. You sit down in a chair, comfortable chair, but with your body always straight, you know, your head, it's like you have to align your column, your vertebrae and everything, so the oxygen flow goes better, right? And so you inflate your belly, and then you start checking the meditation, right? So what I discovered, or I don't know, this one I discovered by myself, this thing that I like it so much. So why do I meditate? Why is the breathing important? Because the breathing controls the heart, right? The pumping of the heart. That's what it controls. And when you control the pumping of the heart, what you do is that you also control the brain waves of your brain, right? The mind waves. My brother just got out. He's about to do his own podcast. I mean, his own vlog. I don't know why I keep saying podcast on this thing. It's kind of like a podcast. But anyways, continuing with this adventure is, then when you slow down your beat. So our mind is always working in different waves, and those waves are named like alpha waves, beta waves, gamma waves, and the only thing that it means is like, it's like ripples. Like when you throw a little stone to the river or to a lake or to like a puddle and you see the ripples, that's the same thing, you know. We're usually in the alpha state, which means that the ripples go faster continuously, and that means that that's our kind of like surveillance state of mind, you know. It's like our state of being aware all the time for any dangers. That's how we survive, you know. That's why if something happens right now, I can be able to run or take action immediately on that state, you know. It's the survival state. And so that is the first one. We're usually in that state, right? But if you meditate and if you start controlling your heart pumps, because that's what you do, you know, when you breathe like that. So the technique I discovered is when you have your ears, I don't know how to say this in English. When you're in the water, or when you're in high altitude or really low altitude, there's pressure in your ears, and you want to unplug them, and you do this movement with your jaw, or you can do it without moving the jaw. I do it without moving the jaw, but that's the thing, you know. You can do something in your tympanus. I don't even know if that's a word in English, but that thing that is inside the membrane inside of the ear, and you unplug it. So what I do is that I activate that part of my ears when I'm doing the meditation and I'm breathing, and it's like you amplify the sounds of your breathing and you can listen to that. And while I'm doing that, I do that because I can hear the pumping of my heart while I do that. So I'm checking the pulsations, I'm checking the beats of my heart, and I'm trying to lower them down. But while I'm doing that, why I think it's such a heavy thing, it's such an important thing, the meditation, it's because while I'm in this, and then you're sitting straight, right? And you're breathing and you're focusing and you're always straight. And I put my hands on my legs facing upwards, both of them. Just, this is something that she told me. It's like recharging yourself. It's like receiving the energy of the universe or something like that, she told me. So that's how I do it. And I note things and I note my experiments, you know. I keep a log. This is part of the log. So while I'm meditating and I'm doing these things, these are the things why I shouldn't be recording this here outside, because of the sounds of the cars. But anyways, I'm still doing it here because it's the 10 minutes and I don't want to go inside or anything. I like this little rain right now. Sorry for the sound, but it is what it is. So so what I started noticing is that I know I put a 10-minute timer of 10 minutes, right? And I'm there just relaxing, and thoughts will come to my mind. Those thoughts are usually accompanied by emotions, and it's as if my mind wants to focus on those things, you know, and stop what I'm doing in that moment, which is just focusing on my breathing, you know. And so many thoughts would come, you know, different types of thoughts that are pushing me forward, you know, things that I would like to do, like, oh, this is exciting, this is good, I should do it right now. Or some other thoughts that are negative, that bring me other types of feelings like shame, guilt, and other things. And I watch them. I'm the observer. Mosquito time. Being the observer in that moment, it's such an essential thing, I think, because then in your normal day, those same thoughts, those same feelings are gonna come to you, you know? And you can still, whatever you're doing in that moment, you can just be doing that without the pressure, without the overwhelming sense of thinking that you have to pay attention to those thoughts, you know? No, you're the observer, and the observer is the king, you know? You do what the observer says, not what the other thoughts come, and the other voices and the other things that come up to your mind, the dialogue, you know? No, it's fine. Just do you. So that's why I think the practice of the meditation and being aware of those thoughts and being aware of those emotions coming up to me are important. So I just, boom, and I keep doing my things. This is a practice that I do to accomplish my goals. And so that's why the name of the title of my new journal, The Little Goals. So I'm starting with the little goals so I don't get overwhelmed with the things that I want to do. And therefore I get a sense of achievement, and I want to do more things, you know. So yesterday I did a lot of cool things. Now today I'm gonna send some postcards. There we go again. And also another thing that I want to do is to add a little background music to these videos. I think that's gonna be cool. And I got my little new mustache. Ooh. Oh. So I read my book, I did my meditation, I did my journaling, and I'm gonna do some drawings now for my journal so it looks better and cooler. And I'm glad that I'm doing this vlog. I'm proud of myself. This is my day number 5 doing the blog straight. This is my streak, like a Duolingo thing. Oh, and I started doing my music Duolingo. That's such a cool thing. Yeah, that's such a cool thing. Well, anyways, my 10-minute timer just stopped. So that was my blog of the day. Day number 5, and I'm proud of myself. Peace.